Welcome to No Man's Sky Survival Mode, and here we're down on one of my farming bases, so I thought this might be an appropriate place to talk about the big news of the moment, and that is that the release date for Beyond has been confirmed as the 14th of August. It's official, it's on Steam, and that is a big step forward. But more importantly, no more information on part 3. All we got was a very short, almost 3-second trailer of what almost appears to be a revamp of the trailer that was put out in March, and I'm prepared to go as far as the fact that what we saw in March was the first cut, and what they've done since then is done some refinement. Needless to say, the speculation train is well and truly out the station. Xaine has produced a very good video where he literally analyzes that short 3-second trailer almost frame by frame, looking at different items. Cobra has done a podcast, and I'm sure there's other people going to jump in on it and talk about it, so I'm not going to do that much speculation. What I will say, guys, is that that's quite an impressive picture. I'm gonna have to take a picture of this. Sorry for the distraction, guys. What I've done is I've watched the trailer several times. I've listened to some of the speculation, and I'm prepared to stick my neck out a little bit and say that what we're seeing in that trailer is possibly one of 4 things, and I'm going to go quickly through it. I'm not going to spend a long time trying to justify my thoughts, because your ideas is as good as mine, and I'm just going on impressions of what I felt like as that zoom fly through happens. Let's get down to it. My first immediate instinct on seeing that trailer is that it's going to be the multiplayer portal. Look at that, there's a unique ship just flown over as well. Sorry. Yeah, that's my first impression. If you look, you can see the multiple landing pads. You can see the terminal to one side, where you can imagine, like, say, well, I suppose the best way to say it's a multiplayer lobby. And if you're going to play with friends, you'd all turn in there. You'd probably stand on the terminal, agree where you want to go, and then when you take off, you will fly out through that portal at the end, and that will take you where you want to go in the galaxy. And so that's my strongest possibility, that it is going to be the multiplayer lobby. Now the next one down, looking at it and looking at the various terminals around, is that it's some kind of specialized space dock where we may be able to customize ships. And I'm just going to leave that at that point, guys, because, well, there's very little evidence for it, but it's just my instinct with the multiple pads that you can imagine you could fly in there and maybe land on different pads, which would change different aspects of the ship. Now the next one down is the one that really excites me. This is the one I'm wishing for, that it's some kind of intergalactic, interdimensional portal which will allow us to travel between galaxies. And it doesn't fit exactly, but the portal at the end with the star field behind it fits with the general consensus of black holes and the way portals work. And of course, if you're going to go between galaxies, you've got to go by ship. So it's to me, it seems an adaptation of a portal with a black hole mechanic, and that would be really cool. And what I will go forward and speculate a little bit, guys, is that I can't see Hello Games just putting these down across the galaxy. So I've got a feeling what we may have to do is travel to the center of the Euclid galaxy, and instead of the current mechanism where you travel to click on the central planet system, where it is, and then you get that fly through cinematic which takes us to the next galaxy in the system, what I can imagine is that this station will be in the center of the Euclid galaxy, and then what will happen is that when you get there, instead of just having this fly through, you will fly into there and be able to maybe to travel to another galaxy, and then, or maybe you will have to travel to a galaxy and then be able to open it, and then every galaxy will have one of those stations in the center. But that is pure speculation. The final one, again, which is a little bit far out there, but it's based on that terminal mechanism you see at the beginning of the trailer, and that is that this may be a community hub for the community missions, where instead of the moment where they give a community mission and it came up, I think if any of you guys cast back to the end of 2018 when we were doing them, now you will have to go to one of these hubs, and then maybe you'll be able to have a team event to do community missions, and rather than having a preset one, you'll be able to select a mission that you could do as a group. Anyway, guys, that's all my speculation for this on the trailer. What we'll have to do, no, I'm not going to kill this guy. What I want to do is actually feed him, because I've got a mission to feed creatures, which is another reason why I'm actually down on this planet, because I actually know that this planet has lots of these creatures wandering around. So we're just going to, I mean, I'm not really interested in the copyright, I'm just interested in the creatures. And we'll just have a bit of a wander around, because now I know that the release date, there's going to be a little bit of change of pace now, because I was going all out to get as many of these missions done, because I was working on the assumption that the Beyond update could come out almost any moment. Of course, now that's changed. We have a fixed date. It's a week and a half away. Yeah, thank you. That's exactly what I wanted to do. And just to go in here and show you the milestones, guys. You can see here I've got, you can say 12 missions to do for the Corvex, and well, 11 missions for the Vulkan. I think that's about right, yeah. So I think I'm pretty confident that I can do those in a week and a half at a slightly more relaxed pace now. And that's what I want to do, is we're just going to go back to being a little bit more kind of wander around and focused. Actually, we've got my generators run out here. Yeah, that can go to the Colossus. Right in there. And can I work on the Colossus? Yes. Now my Colossus is a little bit clogged up at the moment. Just make some. I don't think I can do anything else with that. I really need to spend some time working on my farms, but at the same time I don't really want to waste your time, guys, doing that, so I'll come back to doing that. I suppose I can pick up some copyright in there, generously donating it to me. Not that I really need it. And what I'm thinking of doing is, let me just check the, we've got Ramonol 13. And what I want to do is go back to just exploring planets. So we're probably going to have to flip back to the the Wanderlust, and I've lost the planets that I'm on. Let's go back to the beginning. Oh, come on, Ramonol 13. There we are. So what I'm going to do is go to Ramonol 13, where call the capital vessel, pick up the Wanderlust again. Then we'll start exploring some systems. So we're going to do a bit more free roaming. And of course, we're going to ramp them out. Holy Ancestors, yes, thank you. I've got loads of sodium, so what are you going to give me for sodium? 24,000 credits, thank you. Don't kill me. No, I don't want to do any more bartering for sodium. I want language. Now, while I'm doing this, guys, I'll ask for some directions. If you give me a manufacturing base, no monolith, great. While I'm actually doing this, guys, I will talk about the way things are going to happen once Beyond comes out. And what I will confirm is that no matter what's in the content, I've been thinking about this. A couple of you guys have actually asked me about it. And no matter what's in part 3, well, I am going to go for a permadeath series. I'm really missed the permadeath series for whilst doing the survival mode. Survivals is okay, but there doesn't seem to be the edge of permadeath. Now that means that there's a very real risk, especially if there are major changes to the game, which makes it a lot more hostile, that I could probably die a few times, but that's all part of the game, and I'm not going to be upset if I do die. I mean, let's say that's part of the game, but I just really want to get back to a permadeath series. At the same time, though, I'm not going to stop the survival game. Oh, okay, you want to give me directions. I'm not going to stop this survival series immediately, because I'm also aware that if there is the new multiplayer to look at, certainly won't be doing VR because I can't do it because of my motion sickness. But I'll probably be taking a look at multiplayer, and I think the survival series will fit with that. There's also an element, what there could be is elements of part 3 which are for the mid to late game, which I want to take a look at. So that's what's going to happen on the 16th. So here we are, we're out into space. I'm just going to call the freighter. Now, as for when I will start the permadeath series, that will depend on another factor, because the part that's currently in the experimental, where they are going to shift No Man's Sky to the Vulkan encoding for improved performance, that has implications for recording. So what will probably happen is the game will come out on the 16th. I will see how well I can record with the new Vulkan configuration, and then I will probably do a couple of videos on survival mode to get started, and then maybe after a couple of days I will then make a start on the permadeath series. And I'm rambling here, guys. I'm just going to hook that out, put that back in there. I don't really want to waste that fuel. I've got no idea what the fuel situation or warp fuel situation is in my Wanderlust. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, I mean, you're pretty well loaded up. That could probably do with topping up. And I'm just gonna. So we're back in Wanderlust. I mean, I could explore this system a little bit more. No, I think we're going to go to a new system. Nothing more satisfying than blasting asteroids, especially if you had a bad day. It's something I've done occasionally when I've had a bit of a bad day. Is I just sit here out and just blast asteroids, wait for hostiles to come in, and then blast them as well. Never mind. Let's just get in here. It's a stress reliever, isn't it? I think the term is. Right, I think. What's it? Actually, let's go Corvax. Declining, promising. Okay, what we got? Oops. Right, let's see. There's some Corvax systems here. There's destitute. I don't really want that. Satisfactory. Okay. Medium suppliers. Affluent. Okay, we haven't been to it. This is a one system affluent system. So how this is only a one planet system. We're right smack bang in the middle of the rings, but I mean, in some ways this could be interesting to see what it is. Got a rainy planet. Now that could be useful. We've got hostiles coming in. So just duck into the space station and see what missions they've got for us. And the advantage of it being a rainy planet like that is that, well, we'll probably have sentinels on it to do it, but at the same time there's always a good chance that it's going to have lots of creatures on it, and we will be able to do that feed the creatures mission. I've also got a mission to kill creatures, but yeah, just grab this. I mean, I know this isn't exciting, guys, but I'll grab it. Yeah. Remove life from multi-tool. Okay. We're standing with the Corvaxes. Okay. We've got the Corvax word for recall. We'll just do a few of these. Inhale deeply. And this guy's all out on his own, feeling lonely. Entity data. We've got the Corvax word for reciprocal. Browse missions. Take a photo of a frozen world. Oh, there's two missions here. So, I mean, we could probably find a frozen world. In fact, I know an instant way to get that mission done. I think we're going to raid a planetary harvester. And just to get that frozen world mission out of the way, I'm just going to be a little bit wide here. E cross farm. And for any of you guys who are not familiar, this is my thank you, game. You give me right. We got so it looks like we're going to be on here for a little while. Never mind. And let's just take a picture of my frost farm. Actually, let's just get down. And that's that mission done. Oops. Right, so we're actually going to have to steal industrial secrets from this system. That's a bit tricky, sneaky. And what I'm going to do is just grab a few of these. I don't need that many. And the reason I'm grabbing these is that I need it for my advanced manufacturing. We're just going to maybe a couple more. That would be enough. And we should be able to just shove it into here. Wow. Quad servos in here. Yeah, thank you, game. There we are. Ah, one left over. Oh. We'll just feed him. Right, let's just get a bit. Not sure how much dioxide I've got, so I have to be a little bit careful. Everything there. Just check the multi-tool. Yeah, everything is all loaded. And what we've got to do now. Right, what happened to that mission? Okay, secure the goods. Where's my ship gone? Hello, you follow me around. Oh, there it is. Right. That says 20 minutes away. If that was, say, like 10 minutes, I would have been prepared to walk there. I think that's a little bit far. So we're just going to jump in the Wanderlust. And I'm just going to fly over this way. Yeah, it's only about 20 odd. And that's the difference between walking and flying. Probably going to get an opportunity to kill some more sentinels, so we have to be a little bit careful. There's actually a hollow terminal here. I'm just going to stop here for the moment, because I think I did have a mission to take a picture of a hollow terminal, but I can't remember if I actually finished it. Just have a quick look. And what's that? That's the one we've just finished. Resource depot. Oh, so I must have done the one with the hollow terminal. Never mind. Grab that. Then we're here. Restore the shields. Maybe it's a good time to drop a manual save. Actually, a bit of a fail there, guys. I could have used the exocraft. We could have come here by exocraft. Never mind. We'll get back to that mission so we can find it. I mean, I could have walked over here, but I think I'd rather have my ship close by, just in case we get into trouble. weapon system. Oh, we didn't get a reaction from any sentinels. Okay, never mind. Download data. Just grab the nanites. Maybe I was a bit too quick for them. And what's behind the locked door? Oh, that's my favourite planters, which we can't use anymore. Oh, don't let me. Oh, haha. Frighten the living daylights out of me. Right, so another creature over there. We're just going to get over there and feed him. Wait. Hey, I want to feed you. Oh, he's quick. Right, let's just have a quick look. Right, we've got this one to feed as well. Let's just have a quick. Two more, so if we can find two more creatures around here. Oh look, so we've got quads hanging around. If I stay up here, let's see if we can catch up with Mr. Lightfoot here. Ah, he doesn't like me. Maybe I've shot him a couple actually. Okay, if you're not going to. So I do have a mission to kill creatures as well. Right, I need two more creatures wandering around here. There's normally loads of creatures hanging around here. Reload. Actually, let's notice my plasma launcher is empty as well. Certainly don't want that. My environmental protection is dropping. Actually, let's do this a different way. That. Fill that up with sodium first. And then just do that. Right, it's just. I need two more creatures. Come on, guys. There's one over here running around. Probably a little bit. Hello. You're going to be nice and friendly now, are you? That mission actually finished. That mission actually finished. No. One more to find. Here's bound to be. There we are. Now, as far as I know, I've got no reason to pick a fight with sentinels. There's holographic romance. Track and scan. Unique plants. Okay. Well, I've scanned most of the plants on this system. Right, so that's not going to help. I think what we're going to do, guys, is I'm going to have to get back to my base, aren't I? What I'm going to do is I'm going to fly back to my base if I can find it. Actually, let's do it the quick way. Let's get back to the space station. Here we are, we're back to the space station. Oh, Chihuahua. I've got a feeling this is the system where they all hate me. So there's no point trying to cash the missions in. So we're not staying here. I'm just going to see. Joya Gogog. We're just going to. Yeah, I'm not sure why they actually hate me in this system, but that's the way it seems to be. And that's what we've got to accept. Right, let's just go in here. And these missions in. Hand in mission. Right, we've got 3 missions here. 1 Vulkan, 2 Korvax. So this should be really useful. Yeah, well, standing with the Vulkan has increased. And let's get a Raider Planetary Harvester. Thank you, Mr. Korvax. And we've got 3 ancient keys. Well, we never really put down on a planet in this system, so let's just do that. And we can use that as a framework to go and explore the planet. So here we go. And save. And right, it says unknown planet. This is the rainy planet. So we're just gonna and while we're doing it, just have a quick look at. And we've got to track and scan some planetary minerals and some flora. So maybe we'll be able to do these 2 missions just by doing a bit of casual exploration. I think this is a resource depot, and then we've got some creatures to kill. And wow, what happened? I've changed the mission. Okay. There it is. Right, we'll do the first step, and then but we'll do a little bit more kind of free base exploring and see what we've actually got. So we've actually got 2 plaques. Oops, wow, overshot. It looks very much like we've got 2 plaques very close together, because there's another one just over the horizon that way. Actually, that looks... Actually, this is actually more interesting. We can get some more broiling humidity. Okay, thank you, game. We have to keep an eye on that. Wait. And we're just going to hook the knowledge stones. This is, I mean, doing the monoliths and like this and is a good way of picking up quite a lot of language, and it's fun as well. Okay, what we got here? Haven't done one of these for a little while. Advanced Travelers, Korvax Echoes. Something. Korvax Echoes push. Advance. Oka Traveler. Korvax reaches push. Tiny floating tetrahedrons emerge from the planet's surface and surround me. I tried to wave them away with my multi-tool, but each time they swarm closer, I was attracted. I raise my multi-tool and they shimmer blue with darting wave. There. We're going to let the tetrahedrons in. My multi-tool goes bright. I have a new technology blueprint. Okay. we've got a little bit of loot there. We've got an unidentified plant there, which is exactly what I'm looking for. Got a little bit of loot here. Let's grab that. And that there. Just we're going to scan some rocks, like you do. And there's an unidentified plant here. I think we could probably do both those missions by walking around here. And what we'll probably do is we'll just start walking this way. The sentinels aren't hostile, the planet isn't hostile, so actually paraffinium. So I think we can. We've got some condensed carbon there. I'd like that, but matey here is hanging around a bit. Okay, life support of 50%. I think we can walk up to that other item. There's no point wasting fuel using the ship, and I'm in no rush. And we've got another knowledge stone over here. Right, I think we've scanned enough for some resources here. This is pretty good, actually. Right, we got some antimatter housing. Good. Okay. And the mission's changed again. Thank you, game. I think we can just snick out a bit of dihydrogen here. I mean, I don't really, well, I need it at the same time I don't need it. And we'll just pick up some oxygen all the way through as well. There's another rock here. Right. We completed that mission as well. Right. Sentinel's getting a little bit agitated. We're just going to grab this. Seek the knowledge of the past. 25 more days. Right. Historical data received. It says dig site coordinates arrive in 10 minutes. Now we could walk there. Let me just, no, I'm too far away from the ship anyway. Wow, I actually like that. That's impressive, the deep red. What we're going to do is just take out that dense carbon. Yes, I know, you're there, go away. Why is this fizzing up? It wasn't the fizzing up just now. Is that because I hit the ground here? Actually, we're going to take a picture of that. We can. So I can get really low. A bit. Just get up a little bit higher. Actually, that would do. Quite like that. Right, the keys. Wow. That's dihydrogen crystals. I see more condensed carbon over there as well. We'll do some long range shooting. just to keep the sentinel off our back. Let's try to scan out that way. Anything of interest that way. Right, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk this just for the sheer heck of it, so we can. Lord, miss the sentinel. Oops. In some ways, if you actually look at this landscape, this is very much the landscape that is very common when you see pictures and trailers from the original or the early No Man's Sky, actually. So maybe we found one of the original planets. I'll just keep scanning everything in sight. And just keep walking this way. Planet of red vegetation or red grass. Just what's that there? That's cobalt. I think we're going to walk in that direction. I think I might need some cobalt. Let's just have a quick look. Wow, we got 518. I suppose that's enough. But it's a marker for us to follow anyway. So actually, let's check the missions again. You're finished. You're finished. You're finished. It says we got to kill creatures. Let's see how many creatures we got to kill. We've got 24 creatures to kill. Wow. And the jolly old birds. Oh, keep the lock on. Oh, come on. That was close. Yeah. Yeah, she shoot a ship. No. Sorry. Right. Besides the birds, there's no other creatures around here. I'm just going to walk through the trees. What I need now is a Gek to follow me or something like that. Returning to the Beyond update, I'll do a little bit of speculation. It'd be really cool to have mobile. Wow, he literally rose out of the grass. It'd be really cool to have some mobile NPCs, you know. Say, for example, you're just wandering across the planet here and you meet an NPC wandering around or a patrol, and maybe you can end up fighting them actually. I've got you. Okay. Right. I don't know why I fed you, but never mind. Actually, where did you go? I might also scan you. A new discovery creature. Wow. Oh, I thought that was a cave. It looks like there might be a cave down there. Let's go. Yeah, why not? Let's just... That's interesting. So do we have to kill these twice, or is that just two plants together? Okay, we'll just... This is not particularly that exciting, is it? It's almost like a depression in the ground. Never mind. Gonna get back here. Up and out. And at it. Oh, thank you, game. What's that? Wow. There's one thing about No Man's Sky. There's nothing that will actually, well, when I say nothing that won't actually kill you, I mean there's lots of things that will do a lot of damage, but it's possible to play this game without actually getting killed. But one thing No Man's Sky does do is give you a lot of opportunities to kill yourself, like being caught out in the middle of a superheated storm. We should be okay. We got plenty of protection, as far as I know. Yeah. While I'm walking through this superheated storm, it would be interesting if they did have some weather events that the only way that you could survive them is by actually going underground. That, you know, even with the full protection, it'd be going down so fast that you wouldn't be able to do anything about it. Just to put that extra challenge in it. It'd be great if we actually had lava planets or something like that as well. How can I say? Well, you couldn't walk through the lava without specialist equipment or something like that. Or if you walked into lava, you had to get through it very quickly, because otherwise it would kill you. Because even your suit wouldn't provide the amount of protection you actually needed. So we're only 735 away from the edge. There's a pretty big hole in the ground there. Again, that's a lash plant. Okay, I'm going to kill you on principle. To celebrate the... Get out of my face. Go. Just scan another rock for luck. See, that storm barely consumed that much enough of my protection. I mean, if I'd got caught in that in the early part of the game, life would have been particularly... Whoops. Wow. See what I mean? What is down here? Wow, it's almost like a crevasse running through the... That's cool. So we've got the Corvex word for today. Today is the day. So we're just going to keep going. Right, I can hear creatures around me, but I can't see any. We got that subterranean relic. I'm not. Okay, guys, we got another superstorm coming in, and I've just walked off the edge of a cliff. Oh, I just love No Man's Sky when it does things like that. And here we are. We've now reached the destination. What we're going to look for is a large artifact crate. Have a small one. I'm just going to pick up these keys. I'm a little bit worried about this. Let's get over here and whoops. I think it's gone a bit strange. Right, it's just, and of course now we've got down under this tower. If I didn't have the protection, I could actually hide down underneath here and be perfectly okay. So, yeah, so we'd have the protection from that. And else here, artifact fragment 29 meters away. Destination reached. I'm just going to grab that. And that's a cobalt deposit. Oh, got you. That's the large artifact. Wait, there's got to be another key around here somewhere. Artifact fragment. There we go. These seem to be spaced out a little bit more than before. And I'm just going to blast down to here. And what we need to find now is the large artifact crate. And destination reach. I was really stood right on top of it. And I'm just going to grab that. Because we have to pop the keys in. We've got hairy sprouts, of all things. That can go to high capacity, that can go to... That can go there. Probably discard the... Right. We've now got to go to the artifact upload link. What I'm going to do is just summon my ship in. And I think just to wind this video up, guys, what I'm going to do is just complete out this mission. Go up and complete the other missions that I've got. And then that will... Oops, out of fuel. And then I'll give you a quick update of how close we are completing the milestones. That's 5 minutes. We're just going to go up into space. We'll do it the quick way. Again, we've got that floating large artifact crate. I think that's a definite feature of the game now. Now I've had a whole series of successful takeoffs with my fighter and... you've got to be kidding me, game. I've got a feeling this ship is just a little bit too quick. And it doesn't seem to brake very well. Anyway. Got a couple of guys here that we can have a chat with. And just going to upload the data. And I think what we can do is sell some items as well. We'll sell the optical solvent and we'll sell the hairy sprouts. I don't think there's anything else here that I want to sell. Just have a quick look through. Actually, just look to here. Gold. Yep. And we'll just have a quick chat with these guys. And get a little bit more of the bit more of the language done. Get angry. How somebody who's meant to be logical gets angry, I don't know. Is there only the 2 of them? I was sure there was 3 of them. Okay. Oh, can we walk behind though? Never done that before. Right. What we're going to do now, guys, is actually have a quick look at this ship. That's an 18 slot. And I'm just going to drop the save because see that time see See that where I clipped it? I wasn't even touching the keys. It's almost like in this ship, it always leaps forward when I take off. So I literally just pressed the takeoff key and took my finger off immediately. I don't know. Anyway, I can live with it, guys. It's like one of all things. If you know what's going to happen, then you don't have to worry about it. What we're going to do now is get to the space station, cash the missions in, and we'll see how much progress we've made towards the milestones. I quite enjoyed just wandering across the surface of that planet, because it was so much in the flavour of what we first saw with No Man's Sky, of the early trailers and stuff like that. So it shows that the planets are there, you just got to find them. Land. Let's say hello to this guy. Hand in missions. We've got another 3 missions to hand in. 2 Vulkan missions and 1 Korvax mission. Bromide salts. Why did a Korvax guy have his Vulkan on the picture on his wall? That's a bit weird. Now I could go and do that. I'll think about it, guys. Just for a quick update on the milestones. So we've got, what's that, 18 missions left with the Korvax now. No, 8 missions, sorry, not 18, what am I on about? So we've now got 8 missions to do with the Korvax. And how come I managed to complete all those Vulkan missions? Well, I'm not complaining. I'm not too sure exactly how I managed to do that. Or was I miscounting? I'll just have to look at the video and see. We've now got that finished. And we've got 8 Korvax missions to do. And then that completes that. And from a word point of view, we've got 266 Korvax words, 238. So it looks like Korvax has gone silver, and 287. So they're all coming forward. The Vulkan are a little bit behind the curve, but that's okay. I'm not worried about that. But this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. Hope you're looking forward to the Beyond update as much as I am. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.